Hey everyone, Dylan Bonk here with Rovers North. Today we're going to be installing the Rovers North LR3 winch bumper. Let's get started. If fitting a winch to your new bumper, now's the time to install the fairlead. Next, install your winch per the manufacturer's instructions and also the supplied LED fog lights. You're also going to want to make sure you hit record on the camera when you do that, because we didn't. We recommend raising the front end of the vehicle so you have easier access to some of the fasteners. And of course, if you're raising the vehicle, use jack stands for safety. Alright, now that you skipped the last step, carefully release the 4 plastic tabs on top of the grille, and the 2 lower tabs located in the grille. Then remove the grille and place it somewhere where you won't trip over it. With the grille out of the way, you can lift up on the 2 metal tabs that lock each headlight in place and slide the light out. Now release the electrical connection from the rear of the housing. Now remove the fasteners holding the flare to the fender liner. At this point, you can begin to remove the flare. In order to finish taking out the flare, you're going to need to go ahead and remove the screw that was behind the headlight. Now that that screw is gone, you can rip out your fender liner and fender flare. With the 2 most annoying pieces of plastic in the world finally out of the way, you can remove the bolt that holds the side of the bumper on. Disconnect the electrical connections and slide the air suspension valve block from the back of the bumper. Now jump to the other side of the bumper and disconnect the electrical connections to the washer bottle. And speaking from personal experience, you're going to want to make sure you don't disconnect any of the actual hoses and dump washer fluid on yourself. You can now remove the 4 bolts on the bottom of the bumper. They may be a little rusty, so you might have to use some penetrating oil first. With the 4 bolts off the bottom, you can now move to the top of the bumper and begin to remove the 6 bolts on top. Using a flathead, undo the clips on both sides of the bumper. Disconnect the electrical connection to the fog lights. At this point, you should be able to remove the plastic bumper cover. Go ahead and store it somewhere in your garage. Your significant other will really enjoy it. This is a good midpoint confidence boost and will be enough to carry you through the rest of the project. You can now begin to remove the bumper, but don't rip it off like a behemoth just yet because you have to remove the washer bottle. Remove the last few bolts in order to get the washer bottle off. Once you have the washer bottle off, you can finish removing the bumper. There are metal tabs on the back, so you have to lift up on the bumper before you can pull it off. Now you can start unbolting the plastic air deflector that's behind the bumper. Once you have those removed, you can go ahead and pull out the air deflector. And now begins the actual installation process. You're going to want to start by fitting the new bumper brackets. Make sure you include the bracket for the air suspension distribution box as well. Once you have the bracket bolted down, slide the distribution box into the new bracket. Drill out holes for the new washer bottle. We recommend you paint the holes before bolting down the new bottle. Once you have your holes drilled out and painted, you can bolt down the new washer bottle. Have a friend help you and begin mounting the new bumper. You may need to go back and readjust your brackets before bolting it down. At this point, you can attach the upper skid plate. Once you have that installed, you can bolt down the lower skid plate. Now for the most difficult part of the install, cutting your wheel flares to line up with the new bumper. Start by taping off the wheel flares. You're going to want to double check a couple times to ensure the lines match up. Once you're happy with your tape lines, you can go ahead and send it. Now all you have to do is reinstall your headlights and grille.